The old highway snaked through the mountains, a treacherous stretch known as Dead Man's Curve. Locals knew its reputation, a graveyard for countless souls lost to its sharp turn and unforgiving drop. Fog clung to the pavement, thick and heavy. An eerie silence hung in the air, broken only by rustling leaves and the distant cry of a crow. For years, stories circulated. Phantom headlights, vanishing hitchhikers, and blood-curdling screams. Truckers spoke of sudden chills and ghostly apparitions. Some swore they saw a young woman in a white dress, her sorrowful eyes reflecting the headlights. Dead Man's Curve was a place of tragedy and mystery, its dark legend woven into the fabric of the mountains.
Olivia Santos, a young journalist with a thirst for the unknown, had heard the whispers. Drawn to the macabre, she saw Dead Man's Curve as more than just a local legend. It was a story waiting to be told, a mystery begging to be solved. Olivia believed in facts, in evidence, in the tangible. But there was a flicker in her eyes, a spark of something more. Armed with her notepad, camera, and a healthy dose of skepticism, she arrived in the small town nestled at the foot of the mountains. The air hung heavy with humidity and the unspoken weight of countless tragedies. Olivia could feel the stares of the locals, their eyes filled with a mixture of curiosity and warning. They knew the stories, had heard them whispered for generations. Olivia rented a room at the only motel in town, a faded relic from a bygone era. Jack Harris, a grizzled trucker, sat across from Olivia. His calloused hands gripped a steaming mug of coffee. He had agreed to meet with Olivia, to share his story. He spoke of a stormy night, the rain coming down in sheets. His headlights cut through the darkness. He had seen her then, a young woman in a white dress, her thumb extended in a desperate plea for a ride. He pulled over. The girl got in, her touch icy cold. Then, she vanished.
Jack slammed on the brakes, his heart pounding in his chest. He searched frantically, but the girl was gone.
Olivia listened intently, her pen scribbling across her notepad. Jack's story, though chilling, was just one piece of a larger puzzle. She needed more. Evidence, facts, something to corroborate his ghostly encounter. Her research led her to the local library, a dusty repository of the town's history. Hours were spent poring over old newspapers and faded photographs, each page revealing a piece of the puzzle. She discovered the story of Emily and James, young lovers whose lives were tragically cut short on that fateful curve. Their car, caught in a violent storm, had skidded off the road, plunging into the abyss below. Locals whispered that their souls, forever bound by love and loss, haunted the curve, searching for each other for all eternity. Olivia felt a chill run down her spine. Could Emily be the ghostly hitchhiker Jack had encountered? As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the mountains, Olivia found herself drawn back to Dead Man's Curve. The air was thick with the smell of pine and damp earth. The silence was broken only by the sound of her own footsteps on the asphalt. She could feel a presence here, something unseen watching her every move. The wind picked up, swirling around her, carrying whispers of voices on the breeze. She thought she saw a flicker of movement in the trees, a fleeting glimpse of white. Her heart pounded in her chest, a mixture of fear and exhilaration coursing through her veins. She had come here searching for a story, but now she wasn't sure she was ready for the truth.
Olivia Santos disappeared that night, vanished without a trace. Her car was found abandoned near Dead Man's Curve, her camera and notepad lying on the passenger seat. The last image on her camera was a blurry photograph of a shadowy figure standing in the middle of the road, a figure that sent chills down the spines of even the most skeptical investigators. Some say Olivia finally found the answers she was seeking, that she crossed over to the other side, joining Emily and James in their eternal embrace. Others believe she simply got too close to the truth, that the darkness consumed her, pulling her into its depths. Whatever happened that night, Olivia Santos became another chapter in the legend of Dead Man's Curve. The legend of Dead Man's Curve continues to this day, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurks just beyond the veil of reality.